The male house finch has a bright red head and breast, while the females are completely brown. The male gets his red from pigments in the food during molt, so the more pigment in his diet, the redder he is. Sometimes you'll see an orange or yellowish male house finch. They don't have as much pigment in their diet. Females seem to prefer the redder males, perhaps thinking he will be more capable or useful as a parent. It was originally from the western United States, but in 1940 someone brought them to Long Island, New York to sell as Hollywood finches. There was apparently no market for them as caged birds, so they were released and started breeding here in the Northeast. Now they're spread across most of the eastern United States and southern Canada. House finches have a long, twittering song. Most eastern house finches live near buildings, lawns, and urban centers, but can also live around barns and stables. This is rather interesting because in their original habitat in the West, they lived in deserts, grasslands along streams, and coniferous forests. Their diet's totally vegetarian, including seeds, buds, and fruits, knotweed, thistle, mulberry, poison oak, and cactus, along with cherries, apricots, peaches, pears, plums, strawberries, blackberries, and figs. They will eat sunflower seeds, millet, and milo at your feeders. What's interesting about house finches is they feed plant materials to their young exclusively. Most birds will feed some animal food to their young for protein as they grow. The courtship ritual is for the female to peck gently at the male's bill while fluttering her wings. He will simulate regurgitating food to her and then feed her. They build nests in or on buildings, ledges, planters, street lamps, as well as deciduous and coniferous trees. The nest consists of fine stems, leaves, rootlets, thin twigs, string, wool, and feathers in a cup shape. The width is 3 to 7 inches across and 2 inches deep. She lays 2 to 6 pale blue to white eggs and incubates them for 13 to 14 days. They will remain in the nest for 12 to 19 days. Except for during breeding season, house finches like to congregate in flocks of up to several hundred birds. They're usually ground feeders or eat fruit in the fruit trees. When not feeding, they are often seen high up in the tops of trees or even on power lines.